Hi guys, and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here with Rangers. We're about to take on Falkirk here, away from home in the league. We'll be finishing up today the January transfer window after we take on Falkirk. Not much action actually at the moment in the transfer window, but you know how it can move quickly in the last couple of days. So the team to face Falkirk is going to be a full strength team, which means Walter Molina coming back in as a striker, Alberto Chiacheri as well as Alfredo Morelos. Fassi will come back in for Gallagher. Barjonas continues due to the injury to Paez, sadly. Other than that, I think we're pretty much just going with the same squad. So that'd be Fulton, Riedel, Denswell, Wallace, Alexander-Arnold, Edelman, Fassi, Barjonas, Chiacheri, Morelos and Molina. And you might have spotted that I've actually moved David Vopala up to this main squad here, and that's because playing in the development league for the youth team, he's made 23 appearances, scored 26 goals and got 20 assists. I think he's definitely worth a look at least in the first squad and see how he does. A lot of competition for places, so he doesn't make the matchday squad today. A tough one against Falkirk away from home here. Celtic beat Dundee United 4-1 in their game this weekend to move within 7 points, so we can't be rotating here against Falkirk and risking letting Celtic get a look back in at the league. Early push forward down Edelman's left hand side there, that's good, but ultimately Falkirk do manage to get control of the ball. Byers and De Silva Lopez both in their narrow midfield looking quite tired, so hopefully Barjonas and Fassi can stretch them and pull them around in the middle of the pitch. Here's De Silva Lopez now to Kone. De Silva Lopez, Byers, Mowat, come on, get stuck in, plays it out wide. Kone drifted away from Edelman, it's a good ball in, it's Manny, Jesus, it's just over the bar. And we've got to look more alert than that when they're getting forward at us. Byers, Mowat, well pinched back. Denswell, Chiacheri, Molina charging forward. Go on, right down the left and whip it, son. Back to Edelman. Barjonas now trying to work an angle. Good ball. Alexander-Arnold races forward. Angles are in. Molina cuts it back across. Chiacheri volleys it into the empty net. Excellent move. Stretching them all around the pitch. One fullback out to the other fullback. Whipped wide. Whipped back in. Just no chance for Falkirk. No chance for them to get set. They didn't know where the ball was coming from, and then bang, there you go. Alexander-Arnold now would like another goal here just to settle us down. Barjonas, Edelman, Molina played it a bit too quick there for me, Edelman, but it is the same combination as Molina whips it for Chiacheri's volley again. Königsmann this time. Possibly Mayfield should have done better with that, but it is 2-0 just before the half-hour mark, and I think we needed that. Falkirk are a decent side, and they can definitely get themselves a goal back, so we needed that. Mowat to Byers now. Mowat continuing his move. De Silva Lopez pinched by Morelos. Breaks to Manny. Lots of dark blue shirts up here for Falkirk. Mowat now spreads it wide. Williams pinched though by Alexander-Arnold, looks quickly for Chiacheri. Gallagher racing to it, won't beat Chiacheri's pace. Chiacheri beats his man, he's up Morelos, who sweeps it into the far bottom corner. Lovely finish, 3-0. This takes us to 96 goals in 24 games, gets us back to an average of 4 goals per game. It's been a while since we've put 6 or 7 by a team. Barjonas, just wide. I don't suspect we'll be hitting the 6 or 7 goal mark today. We're going to ring the changes here at half time. I'm going to put Alex Donald into the centre of defence actually. Calmly pleased with the performance. I'm not going to go nuts and start getting all passionate about it. It's a routine game against Falkirk that we should be winning. Manuel Riedel is out for Alex Donald, who I assume is right footed. He's actually left footed. We'll switch his side with Murray Wallace, that's no problem. We'll put Darren Graham up front for Molina. Why not? Get some of those young lads some game time. The youth intake actually is not far away. I think that happens in March or so. Donald, Edelman. See if we can unearth a real gem. We haven't produced a great wonder kid actually since Ian Fulton. Graham now pokes it to Chiacheri. Oh, it's a weak effort. It's a chance for an early half hat trick there actually. Right out from half time, get your hat trick, get subbed off, but nah, he's missed it. It's a good shot there. Oof, O'Hara's hit the bar. O'Hara and Manny, both usually so dangerous, just narrowly missed chances today. Baker will go long for O'Hara. It's a shocking pass though. Alexander-Arnold's all day. Back to Fulton, son. Nope, didn't even need Fulton, just went right out to Edelman, one full back to the other. He's out to Graham now. Doesn't quite offer the mobility Molina does, but a great ball to Alexander-Arnold. Timed it perfectly. Chiacherry should have stood it up there. Takes his time. Graham nods it in. It's perfect. Darren Graham, acres of space. Alberto Chiacherry, what a game he's having at the moment. And well done, young Darren Graham, getting himself another goal. Mane finds Mibbit. Silva Lopez now. Falkirk looking to strike back immediately with a consolation. Hopefully a consolation anyway. O'Hara, pinch it. Nope, it's Mane, and there it is. Usman Mane assisted by Kevin O'Hara, and it's 4-1. Disappointment for Ian Fulton there to concede, but it shouldn't really change the complexion of the game now. We've been in control for the whole game. We should see the win here. Let's bring on Dapo Mabudi for Morelos. See if the young lad can get himself a goal. Edelman away, Graham picking it up now, coming forward on the left hand side. Going inside. Past Edelman was a little loose there. Blue shirts all around. Just need to keep composed. Well played, young Donald. Having to turn inside his weaker foot. Graham's flick on though. Breaks to Baker. Planting it on top of young Donald, who doesn't seem to deal with it. Denswell tries to help him. Can he get there? Oof. And O'Hara puts it on a plate for Mane, who misses an absolute sitter. Fulton now to Donald, trying to get him another touch. Decent pass to Edelman. Now Barjona switches it to Alexander-Arnold. Down the line, asking too much of Chiacherry. Baker cutting it out again. Konigsman will knock it long. Fassi, Barjonas given away again. Gets it back. Bit scrappy since we've conceded the goal there. Seems to have shaken us a bit. Graham's in space though for another goal. What a finish again, Darren Graham. Alexander-Arnold puts it on a plate for him, and it's 5-1. Well done, the young man coming off the bench to bag 2. Is there a 6th goal in this game for us? Wallace now looks for Edelman. Nods it on. Graham for a hat-trick. Oh, just wide. Just wide. We're 2 goals off of 100 now. Denswell. That's a shocker of a pass. But then even worse from Falkirk. Alexander-Arnold, Denswell, Edelman. Here's Alex Donald now. Just go back to Edelman. There you go. Switches it. What a pass. Alexander-Arnold times it perfectly. Chiacherry. Oh! And it's a combination of post and goalkeeper to deny him a hat-trick. Fulton to Donald. Simple pass forward to Edelman. There you go, son. Barjonas looks for Graham. Nice pass. Traps it well. Go on, Barjonas. Lovely reverse. Mabudi. Alexander-Arnold. Does he have the cross? Crosses it deep for Graham. Oh, he's blazed it. It's an absolute sitter for his hat-trick. It was even easier than the 2 chances into the empty net that he scored earlier, and he somehow missed it. I think he's tried to bust the net there and just ballooned it. Barjonas' corner to Graham, turns it, oh, and it's turned in. Alberto Chiacherry, the last kick of the ball for 6-1, assisted by Graham. The 2 of them have just absolutely bossed it today. O'Hara, Mowat, Coney, Cameron, Baker. It's game over now. Just waiting for the referee's whistle to make it official. There it comes. 6-1. Alberto Chiacherry. That is why Juventus are circling for him. He has no release clause though. There is no way he's going anywhere unless we get Andre Horta type money. Alex Donald with his debut for Rangers. Let's look at the lad again. He's got a lot of work to do to make it. He'll need to get a lot of game time. I think we'll start him against Dundee. He can come in for Murray Wallace and play alongside Denswell and Riedel. So what we'll do today is just close out the transfer window, call it an episode, and we'll come back next time to face Dundee and the Hearts. So looking at our scouting since we went away last time, we've uncovered a couple of players who are decent looking, but then we've also been a little misled by these numbers. So I take something in the kind of yellowy 60 margin to not be that great, but if you look at some of the players that have got that rating, let's find a good example. So for example, this Kylian Besnard guy looks amazing to me. I mean, okay, we can't see all his stats, but look at that. Technique 11 to 18, 13 to 18 passing, 14 to 20 there, 17 to 20 determination, 13 to 18 positioning, 14 to 19 vision. Athletically looks very good as well. And he's only getting, what, 60 rating? Seems a bit low to me. Jimmy Hastings is rated really well and doesn't look that great to me. So it's an interesting one to say the least. Bayern Munich are bidding for this Christian Liassa boy, who's currently at RB Leipzig. I'd love to get a hold of him myself, but I'm not going to try and compete with Bayern, there's no way. Who else? This Martin Bitcher guy is now rated a 71, but he's a wonder kid. So if a wonder kid is getting rated a 71, then, you know, a 65 is also an insanely good rating. That's Jimmy Bonnet, who's down at Aston Villa there. 17.25 release clause, but I'm not willing to pay that much for him. And Andy Robertson as well would be willing to come, but 16.75 to 43, probably be about 30 odd million you'd pay for him. And Marcel Edelman is more than capable of doing that job. Filippo Meligoni is another midfielder who's available. He's currently wanted by Leipzig. I wouldn't mind picking him up for our side. He's about the same ability as Rodrigo Fassi, but again, that 17.25 to 41 million is a hell of a fee to be paying for him. I think there's other options out there. We've also scouted Marian Dragnea here, the goalkeeper, Romanian, but there's a lot more scouting to be done on him before we can make a decision. There's just a lot of players, Robert Sauer example, who look okay but no quite, I don't think. Axel Fry is the other one at Wolfsburg who looks pretty good, but he's 19 already. Not quite going to be worth that 6.5 million we'd need to pay. Lucas Janssen though is an interesting one. He looks a decent striker. He's got good finishing, good pace and stamina, but you know, 2.6 to 6.25 again, already being 19, not worth it for me. I haven't really uncovered anyone that we would want to snap up. I mean, Bilal Coaster, possibly. He's got good passing, but he needs work on his first touch there. I think he could become a decent centre back. He's 188 tall, so he's a big lad, 15 jumping, can head okay, and he can pass, but as I say, he needs that first touch really worked on. I think we'll buy him. I think we will. 1.3 to 3. I think we'll go in there with a bit of 1.5, see what they say. They want 2.5 plus that. We'll put that down to 30 and we'll go in with 2 million. They'll accept that. There we go. We'll buy him in. As I say, everybody else, take them or leave. And this David McCallum guy looks an okay prospect from Hearts, but again, I don't think he's good enough. I don't see how he's getting a 66 rating there when you compare him to some of the other lads. Andy Easton as well. He's a forward at Hibs. He's got a bit of pace, quite determined, good finisher. He'll be turning 18 at the end of the year. Yeah, I think he is a good lad actually. He would be a good signing. But we've got too much competition for places up top at the moment. So I think that's basically going to be it. We're going to buy that young prospect in from Ajax, and then unless anything drastic happens, that'll be it. So we'll offer him a backup position. Right, we'll give him like $2,000 a week. See what he says to that. $2,000 a week, 4-year deal, appearance fee, goal bonus, clean sheet bonus, etc. International cap bonus. Signing on fee 60 grand, not 100 grand, 60 grand. Agent fee 100 grand, I suppose. International cap bonus will make massive, like 12.5 grand. Clean sheet bonus 5. Goal bonus can be big as well. Goal bonus 9. Appearance fee can be like 1 point something, 1.6. Okay, we'll give him 2.5. Agent fee, Jesus, that's massive. 150 we'll go for. Wage after reaching club clear games is fine, and the yearly wage rise is also fine. So it looks like we're getting young Bilal Coaster in. We are indeed, there you go. Bilal Coaster's coming in. Mabudi now on 7 grand after playing 20 league games, which I don't have a problem with. Okay, so the game will be saving. Bilal Coaster will be joining us as a youth prospect. What does that mean for Alex Donald? Probably limited game time. It probably means that project is over, really. I think the upside on Coaster is definitely higher. Already has 12 passing. It's just the first touch we really need to work on for Coaster. We could try and integrate both of them. Let's see, what are the coaches saying on Bilal Coaster when he actually officially joins us? 2 stars currently, potential to be 4. That's fine. I'm certainly willing to accept that. Now what we do need to do though is train him. He has to be trained in the art of being a ball playing defender, and we have to improve that first touch, which is only 7 currently. Determination of 15 means if we tutor him, he's going to need a pretty determined tutor. Alexander Arnold would hurt his determination, Byron would hurt his determination, and Murray Wallace would also hurt his determination. So he's not getting a tutor, sadly. Liverpool in for Chia Cherry, which we will be rejecting. 20 million, no thanks. Even 20 million all up front would be rejected, never mind that weird structured deal. Scott Anderson is going to Ross County, fine. Sporting Lisbon make a bid of 15.25 for Edelman, which will also be rejected. If we're selling any of these lads, you're talking massive fees. Arbroath want David Mitchell as a key player, fine. So De Brora, again, fine. Birmingham have made a bid of 2.7 plus future incentives for Greg Taylor. Why am I seeing that? Don't know, maybe he's shortlisted or something. And I'm not going to do a press conference for signing young. Pretty much fingers crossed that this transfer window just shuts and we manage to keep hold of everybody. That's pretty much where we are now in the market. We've got these players who are absolute class and we're just trying to make sure nobody snaps them up. Fortuna Sittard want to loan Coaster right away. We're not going to be doing that. Sebastian Young loan offer to Greuther Fürth. Yeah, I'm going to accept that actually, because he's third choice at the moment, so might as well accept it, get most of his wages off the wage bill and get a nice. He's a good lad, Sebastian Young. He's just been unfortunate actually that the opportunity hasn't really popped up for him. And he would have come in, but now signing Alexander Arnold, which has forced Byram down the pecking order, he's never really going to get game time. Oh, shut. Got to be shutting. Hopefully the next message is lots of players getting loaned out. I think it's shut. Sebastian Young's away, Greg Taylor deal falls through, whatever. Scottish transfer window roundup, there you go. Biggest spenders Rangers with £34 million. Yanis Horn and Trent Alexander-Arnold coming in. Andre Horta of course on his way out. Training, Darren Graham trained poorly. That is very, very bad. We have to warn them. You've been disappointing, and unless you make improvements you won't have a future at the club. I'm already working hard to improve. Fine. Dapple Mabudi training well, it's good for him. And Walter Molina also training well. Excellent for him actually. Jesus, look at that. Improving every day, Walter Molina. Some on loan players doing well. Andy O'Neill alone at Elgin is an okay 16-year-old. Alberto Chiacherri player of the month, followed by Nathan Redmond and Liam Lindsay. How is Nathan Redmond? He's done very well actually for Celtic. They'll probably end up selling him on for a big profit, I'd imagine they will. Walter Molina and then Chiacherri, young player of the month, and then of course ourselves winning manager of the month. So that's going to do it for this episode. Nice big victory over Falkirk, and we managed to get a lad in the young centre-back from Ajax, and we also managed to hold on to everybody the likes of Riedel, Edelman and Chiacheri. A little disappointing to lose Andre Horta, but it doesn't really matter. We've got Payez and we've got Fassi in there in the middle. Jonas could be adequate cover for now. In the summer we'll obviously be looking for another lad in there. But that 40 million was just a hell of a good bid that we had to take. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have done, please drop down below and leave a like on the video. I'd greatly appreciate that. And of course, to follow the rest of the season, you can subscribe to the channel, which I would also greatly appreciate. But mostly just want to thank you guys for watching and say I'll see you next time when we're taking on Dundee and then Hearts.